Thanks for meeting me today, Nico.
You're welcome.
So we're here to talk about your film, Don't Fret. How did you find method acting?
Well, you see, I've always been a method actor right from when I was, being born. I would sort of put myself into any role that I could just come across. For example, one time when I was practicing for my dad leaving my family, I had to, practice crying, telling my mum, I'm never going to love her again, I hate her.
Yes, of course.
So, I've been doing it basically since I was 0.
What was the most challenging part about playing the guitar?
I think that was particularly difficult, it being strummed. I think often I found it difficult when my player would often play a G-sharp chord.
Why a G-sharp chord?
Oh, it was right on my neck. Sometimes I couldn't breathe.
So what has your favourite role been as a method actor?
It's a tricky one. I remember one, it was back in '66, we were filming in Vietnam, and I had to be, my role was a bug, and it was Flick. I was actually a grasshopper, and so a lot of times the director would just sort of he couldn't find me, and he'd ask the cast, where's Nico, where's Nico, where's Nico?
Of course.
And they'd look around and they'd find me in a nearby paddock just eating dirt.
Who are some of your method acting inspirations?
I quite enjoy a lot of Shia LaBeouf's work, particularly in the film Fury, with Brad Pitt. I think he's been a real inspiration for me, and I've often tried to emulate a lot of his techniques, like sometimes to get that same intensity of emotion that he often displays in his work, I'll try and stay up into the earlier hours of the morning just punching myself in the face. And sometimes I won't bathe for several weeks. I find that really gives me sort of a real life and energy and vitality that I bring to my roles. You'll see that in my work as a bug.
So Nico, you've played a lot of roles as things. Have you ever played a human?
It's obviously quite out of my comfort zone to play actual human characters. I was a personal trainer in the film Man Up.
What was so uncomfortable about it?
There was a scene right before the final boxing match with Rocky, and I have some difficulty using my limbs, so operating the gym equipment was quite a challenge for me. What are you doing?
Well, Nico, that's all we actually have time for. Thank you for coming in and meeting me.
It's all right.